So today we ask, what's with these white supremacist bullheads who like to play the victim, complain they're under attack, and bleat about the white genocide? People like Dennis Hutz, who used photos of his children with the caption, "My Aryan," to promote his white supremacist agenda, unrolls a an OK to be white banner at the cricket, gets moved on from the Invasion Day march, and has a big sook because a journalist called him a white supremacist. As if it wasn't true, and as if he could do anything about it. De Uberder, who regards himself as a high-born white person, says white people are being bred out and that he was disadvantaged in some of his many legal proceedings because he was white. These clowns who complain there weren't enough white people in the Australia Day parade and say white people are being replaced, just like the Charlottesville Nazis. Stefan, the little shitbag from Australian Meditations, who wears an American Confederate flag t-shirt and reckons white people should be able to shoot and lynch black people the way they used to in America. Proud racist Nick Folkes from Party for Freedom, who held his own little White Lives Matter rally with his wannabe neo-Nazi mates and ridiculed black people in his shitful videos. Kuma's hillbilly Viking neo-Nazi wannabe Showman Bogus.
I've met some nice Aboriginal people, I really have. But they're few and far between, really. So many of them are just dickheads, man.
The Unshackled's Patriot Activist of the Year, Christopher Shortis, who reckons if Aboriginals have a problem, they should go back and live in the bush.
Why don't you stop taking white man's money, change your name back to an Aboriginal name and go back to live the way your Indigenous forefathers did? And just stay away from white men.
Some tool from the White Lad Society who wants to start his own white cult with its own white suburban schools and food supply network, because if he doesn't, he reckons white people are going to be hunted down by black people like they are in South Africa. Not all admit to being white supremacists, despite their obvious obsessions with racial purity and the belief that whites are innately superior to all other races, but they're all big fans of the White Australia policy and they want to see it brought back. They all say there's no such thing as white privilege and invoke the boogeyman they call cultural Marxism because they think it makes them sound like they know what they're talking about when they try to pass off the uninformed opinions they parrot as knowledge. Not because it's true, but because it's what they want to believe. It's the same dumb gullibility that drives Trump supporters, so it's no wonder most of these guys reckon he's really smart, like them. They like to call people who disagree with them communists and traitors and Antifa, the same way Avi Yemeni calls all Muslims jihadis. They aim to insult and turn any disagreement into talk about hate, like 10-year-olds who extrapolate any criticism of what they reckon into, "You hate Australia," and "You hate the flag," and "You hate the Anzacs," and "You hate white people," and "You hate yourself." Because they're all psychoanalysts as well as geneticists, philosophers, historians, political commentators and experts on reckoning stuff and that, aren't they?